Hey, what's up? Keith Kalfas. We're on a job site right now. Hey, I want to invite you into a very specific emotion of some of the crap I went through my first 6 months in business. So, you brand new guys, I'm gonna tell you some stuff that I wish people would have told me. I wish this information was out there my first 6 months of business. And here's the way it goes. My first 6 months in business, man, it's hard to talk, it's cold out here. My first 6 months in business, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what to charge. I was an expert at being a landscaper, but I didn't know anything about business or what to charge. I thought because I knew how to do landscaping that I could run a business. Well, I thought if I charge these people enough so I make $15 an hour, I'll be okay. I was dead wrong because I wasn't figuring in all the other prices and all the other, relevant costs. So I'm doing these jobs, I'm working my guts out. I had just quit my day job and I was working 90 hours a week, coming home to eviction notices, and I was doing everything myself. I was asking my friends and family and people that I knew for help, and I was crying and bitching and complaining and just going through all this suffering and nightmare emotional roller coaster shit, saying, dude, what do? I don't know. So I was asking my buddy who had a day job but had a video game store on the weekends. He's like, welcome to being in business, 100-hour weeks. I'm like, dude, I need to hire somebody to help me. I'm doing all this shit myself. I'm fucking exhausted. I can't even take it. He's like, no, you need to do that shit all by yourself. Don't hire another guy to help you, because what's gonna happen is he's gonna eat up all your profit, and then if he gets hurt, you're gonna end up sued, you're gonna end up in a courtroom. And he was painting this nightmare picture. He's like, you gotta do it all yourself. I'm like, but I'm doing it all myself, dude. I'm selling the job, I'm quoting, I'm booking it, I'm doing the job, I'm blowing out the garden beds, I'm raking all the leaves, I'm dragging the tarps, I'm putting them in the truck, I'm getting the gas, I'm going to the dump. And I was getting off these job sites at 9-10 p.m. in the dark, coming home and completely exhausted, walking in the door to my wife, screaming at me, saying, how come there's no fucking money? What are you doing all day? What are you doing out there? I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying my hardest. She's like, then why don't you go get a fucking job? Then I would cry to my dad and cry to people. They say, then go get a fucking job. Go get a job being a landscape foreman. I'm like, I already did that, and I wasn't even making enough money to make the damn bills. I gotta figure this thing out, right? So I'm asking people who didn't know shit about business. But when I asked the people who knew how to run a business, when I asked business owners and told them the struggles I was going through, they were like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking? And they would just start bragging to me about everything they know. They wouldn't tell me what I needed to know. They would just start like bitching at me or treating me like I was stupid. So I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, just toiling and spinning and suffering. And I'm an emotional person. If I'm coming home to eviction notices and I'm trying to get a company off the ground, I need answers now. I'm listening to audiobooks by millionaires telling me what it's like to be a fucking millionaire, but I'm not getting information about what is a brand new guy starting a landscape business going through. All I'm hearing is, you need to get a LLC and insurance and pay taxes and get a corporation and pay. That shit isn't gonna help you if you're just getting a business off the ground and you're struggling. No one's hiring you. If they do hire you, they're talking you down to peanuts, so where you're working so low, you feel like you're working for nothing. So, and the crazy thing is, when you're brand new in business and you're scared, it's crazy. I know this is some hokey pokey type stuff. When you're nervous and desperate, people can feel it, and you attract all the low paying scumbags who, when I say scumbag, the people who see your fear and they use it to manipulate and take advantage of you. Dude, I had people talk me down so low. I'd be like, $180 to your cleanup. No. You give me best deal. I'm like, oh my god, my cell phone's about to get shut off. Okay, 140. No, that's too much. I have a guy down the street that will do it for. I'm not making fun of any nationality. I'm just joking around. It does just listen. I have a guy down the street who will do it for $40. $40. I can't even do it for $40. It cost me $40 just to dump the shit. I'm like, dude, I'll do it for $80. $80. You promise you do a good job? You promise I rub your face in it like dog shit? I rub your face in it, huh? Huh? You slave, you idiot. And dude, I would let people walk all over me and treat me like shit. And I would work my guts out and bend over backwards for these people. Every time they called me, I would run to their house and do whatever they want. Dude, I had clients, I'd show up in the dark and do their leaves. Exhausted. On a Sunday night. And they'd throw me like 20 bucks or something. I'd break you off a little bit of change. You little piece of shit, a slave. Dude, when you first start a business, you're gonna attract all the broke people just like you who don't have any money or any sense of pride or confidence. But the craziest thing is, once you learn and grow, you get to the point where you're like, I gotta hire somebody. I gotta hire somebody to help me get all this shit done, right? So I finally hired a guy because I was desperate. I had all this work, I couldn't do it myself, and I couldn't even afford to hire a guy, but I did, like 10 bucks an hour or something. And I watched all this work just start getting done. I'm like, oh my God, I finally hired somebody. I come home, tell my wife, I hired somebody. She's like, why the fuck did you hire somebody? You can't afford to hire. And then you got the wife telling you, or the girlfriend who doesn't know anything about business. And then you're listening to her, and then you're trying to fight and plea your bargain about how exhausted you are, right? And how you need help. They don't want to hear it. And then you go and you tell somebody else you know, or a friend or family member, and all you're getting is just people beating you up and kicking you in the face. And you don't know what to do. You feel like breaking down crying, which I have, because I said, okay, I'll go back to doing it all myself and doing it all myself. I could go on about this all day. You can't do it all yourself. But then when you hire a guy, if your prices are too low, here's what happened. Work all day with the new guy I hired, work all fucking day and make $40 profit for an entire day. Come home, they're about to evict us out of our place. What do you do? The clients won't pay anymore. You can't raise your prices because then no one's hiring you. People are talking you down and taking advantage of you. I remember trimming entire properties for like $140 for people, and then making like $30 for the entire day using all my equipment, all my shit, and paying my employees more than I was even making, and coming home with 30 bucks in my pocket. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't even afford to pay taxes. I can't even afford to get insurance. I can't even afford to put gas in the truck. How do people run businesses? And I started to realize that the issue was me. That if running a business was so easy, then everybody would do it. And it's extremely hard. It's frustrating. The learning curve is crazy. That's why 80% of businesses fail, because walking through that fire and getting to the point where you finally start to, get it flowing, it's a long, hard process. It took 2 years of working 90 hours a week just to get to the point where I started to get it. Okay, I'm in my 4th or 5th year now, like 4.5 or something. Now, all that stuff, I totally get it now. And you're gonna get it too. It's gonna take time, it's not easy. So I'm letting you know, I know exactly what you're going through. If you're brand new, you're gonna go through this shit. So, it's very hard when you're broke to raise your prices. Tell a customer, 180 bucks. Stand firm on it. Your lowest price is, I'll throw something in extra for free. But I'm not going a penny lower. I'll throw in your gutter cleaning for free. Or maybe I'll edge your sidewalk up for free. But I'm not going a penny lower, right? And if you have to go to 160 just to get the job because the neighbors want theirs done too, you stand firm even though it's scary as shit. And you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get that money. And then the first day, I always talk about this, the first day you make $1,000 profit in one day. 1,000 profit after all expenses in your pocket, a stack of hundreds. You come home, slap that bad boy on the table, you go, what's up now, bitches? $1,000 in a day, right? And then you start doing $1,000 days. Like every couple of weeks you hit $1,000 day. You're like, I made an extra $5,000 this month, dude. Oh my God, I never made money like this in my life. You're taking your wife out to eat for wine and a T-bone steak. Don't do it too much because you'll start expecting it. But it's a beautiful thing, man. And it's those beautiful days when you say, that's why I started the business. This is the freedom that I've been searching for. This is the freedom I knew that was possible. That's why you started a business. Because it's those days, or even if you make $300-400 in a day, those are the days that feels so good. Then in the future, each next dip creates another set of turbulences to get to the next level. It's very, very difficult and frustrating, and it's really about the quality of information you get from other people. I gotta get back to work, but I just wanted to check in with you. Go to my website, sign up. It's www.thelandscapingemployeetrap.com. I'll put a link below. You can get access to my free training videos. Watch those. You get a free video every few days, and then my book is coming out soon, and it's gonna be awesome, man. I gotta go. Later.